Tonight on Fox 5's Like It or Not, the Metro ad that's causing controversy and has some people just totally confused. O.J. Simpson making his way back into the headlines and, wait, no, he's not in trouble with the law. And some people say after Celine Dion's carpool karaoke, everyone else can just quit. We'll tell you how she shut it down tonight on Fox 5's Like It or Not. All right, welcome into the show on this Tuesday night. Marina's here.
Yes, we're excited today.
Nick is here.
I'm excited. It's going to be a good one.
Well, it is, because we have a fourth chair to fill.
That's why I'm excited.
So here's the thing. We've had to heavily coach this person. We've had to tell them what they can and can't say on live TV. We're going to see if she follows. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our friend Sarah Fraser is here on Like It or Not. Come on out.
Oh, my God! I can't believe they're finally letting me on Like It or Not. I cannot believe they let you in either, but I am so happy that they
Hi,
did.
gorgeous.
I want to be careful.
Hi, hottie. Okay. Mwah. All right,
Hi.
gorgeous. Oh, my God.
So your key card still works.
It still does.
I mean,
So what do we tell you in the news
kids.
before? What do we say the number one rule of the show is?
Okay, don't curse.
That's right.
I mean,
Oh,
and
this
that's
is
going to be tough for me because you guys know I do a podcast like during the week and we let it go.
I
we like
know.
let it fly.
I listen.
We'll reel
I
it back
listen.
in.
Okay.
All right. Hey, let's fire it up. Here we go. Big story of the night. A new Metro ad drawing criticism, and this is what a lot of people are seeing. It says, "Where did I get these bruises?" with a picture of a woman looking annoyed next to a backpack. A lot of people are seeing these across Metro right now. It's a campaign promoting rules for conduct on the website. Those include being courteous, giving your seat to someone who needs it more than you do, letting passengers get off the train before you board. Common sense, right? But it's the "where did I get these bruises" part of the ad that's causing controversy. Some people think it's about domestic violence. So does this ad miss the mark? Marina, like it or not?
100%, because the first thing I ask myself is, where are the bruises? Look at this woman's face. What are they talking about? And I think everybody who sees this is like, wait a second. I get what they're trying to say. It's really sad that in this day and age we have to tell people, hey, just be a little bit more courteous, be a little bit nicer to people, let people out. If they're pregnant, let them sit. If they're older than you, let them. But you do. This one, however, I don't understand. Does it even belong there?
I agree. Marina, I had a chance to spoke earlier today. You know, I was doing a story on Metro. Spoke with Paul Wedefeld. It's clear that Metro is trying to do more to communicate to the public and change an image that had been rough over the last few years. But this misses the mark entirely. I thought it was about domestic violence as well. I also thought it maybe had been about trafficking. I wasn't sure what it was. If I have to ask you what the message is, I think you've missed the mark. Because she looked like a young girl, possibly, or a teenager. I'm like, where did I get these? I'm like, oh my God, where did she get the bruises? Oh, a backpack?
Right.
What? What are you doing? So, yeah.
All right, I agree with these guys. So far, you two are on point. I think the same thing that everyone here has said so far. I mean, it is very confusing. You don't see bruises, and I think the message is really mixed up. You do think it's about domestic violence, so I totally missed the mark on that one.
By the way, I just see you have a collection of 500 dolls.
Yes, I do. I really do.
You're worse
These are
than
fun
Celine
facts about me. Honestly, I know. I'm crazier than Celine Dion. Yes, growing up.
We'll get along on that. Go ahead.
My mother and I collected, and I still have them, $500. They're creepy. It's so awful. In Sync, I have all of them. The Osbournes, every single one, all in the package still. Like
Oh my God.
I literally have 150 Barbies.
It's literally one of those things I had no idea until I looked at Sarah and I looked in the monitor right there. 500. I was like, oh, we got to open that can of worms. Hey, let's step into the Lions Den. Now we got a topic from a viewer tonight. Take a look. Tell us what you think.
Happy birthday, Jimmy. Jim, I have a question for you. What would you rather have for your birthday? A Permani sandwich or another show on Fox 5? Like it or not?
I love it.
Oh, my God.
And we should point out, we didn't say anything earlier, but we should point out it is Jim's birthday, and that's a little homage there from your family. But that was a great question.
Jim, I love that.
I don't know if there's enough hours on Fox 5 for you to anchor another show, but hey.
You know what? I've been in TV for, a long while now. I never got to share the screen with my family. And there it was. The answer is a Permani sandwich. Come on. I mean, I got enough shows on Fox 5 right now. No, that is absolutely, we talked about sandwich last week.
By the way, so that was your mom, your dad,
my sister Andrea.
And sister.
My sister Andrea, yeah. That was really cool.
We're missing the dogs there.
Where is Honey?
Oh,
I don't
Honey.
know. There is Honey
Jim, I
somewhere.
think
And where's the Franzia, Mom?
Just to recognize this, Mom,
Yeah.
I think what makes it so special, too, we're used to doing TV. When we see our family on there, you know that they're nervous about it, and the fact that they take the time to do that, that is really special. Happy birthday, brother.
That was a big surprise. I'm not one who's
Gotcha.
surprised. You guys got me. All right, O.J. Simpson's back in the news, and no, he's not in trouble with the law for once. Producer Jen's in the control room with more. Jen, look at you guys.
Jen was
playing
behind
tricks
that.
on us.
I was not. I blame the higher ups. You guys know who they are. are. They made that all happen. But I like teared up a little bit too because when I see people get emotional, I get emotional, and I'm like, oh God. But anyways, happy birthday, Jen. We love you. Also, yes, we're going to be talking about O.J. Simpson coming up. He's back in the news. This time it's not his fault or allegedly his fault or whatever. But a lot of people are talking about the story. We'll tell you about that. We're going to talk about Celine Dion. All sorts of good stuff coming up on Fox 5's Like It or Not. Keep it here.
All right, welcome back to Fox 5's Like It or Not. We are talking about O.J. Simpson, who's back in the news. Producer Jen's in the control room with that, and apparently there are still survivors.
There are of this one. This is an interesting story. I like it because it involves two things: the Buffalo Bills that OJ used to play for, because that's my team, and also true crime, which I'm a true crime addict. So here's the deal: OJ's jersey from the Buffalo Bills has never been retired. I thought it was. It was not. A lot of people surprised about this. It's just been, hanging out there because of all his problems. They never retired it in Buffalo, where he was very successful as a running back. Well, for the first time in 40 years, someone's getting it. We got a player, when I say we, I mean Buffalo, Sonoris Perry. He comes from the Dolphins, and he's going to be playing for the Bills, and he's going to get OJ's number. This is a big deal, you guys. And you know what? He's about it. He's like, yeah. He's like, OJ was good. He's a running back. I'm a running back. Like, hey, I'm for it. A lot of people are like, what? Like, why would you want this number? So I just kind of want to know, you guys think about it, like it or not.
Hey, that's crazy. But first of all, the fact is, we got to remember that the football career is totally separate from everything else that happened after that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but I think that's an interesting situation. I think as a player, if you're superstitious, a lot of players are, you got to wonder whether or not that there's a hidden meaning. But he seems like he's all about it.
He seems like he's all about it, and I think he wants a chance to maybe salvage that number and create his own. Because, like Jen, I thought the number had been retired. So to learn that 32 was not retired, this guy has a chance to, completely
good. Let him have it.
Absolutely.
And not to mention, in a prior team, he used 32. When he couldn't get 32 in the Dolphins, he had 34. So he's always been looking for that 32. He finally goes to the Bills, gets 32. Who cares if it's OJ's? Make it your own.
I also feel like I don't think younger people even really know the juice as we know the juice.
Isn't that crazy?
I know. I don't think young people care. I don't think they associate that number with OJ.
Yeah.
And I mean, I personally would be more. I feel like it's a little cursed. I don't know. I would just like things around OJ, like people who buy his memorabilia. I'm like, it's cursed.
I will say this, the one thing that I remember OJ for, since I really didn't grow up watching him play for Buffalo, Jen, would be Nick's doing the car rental commercials. I'm saying Nordberg, Naked Gun movies.
Oh my God, you're right. See?
Love them. Those are my favorite movies. Yeah. All right. Apparently there's a mayor who's giving out Viagra. We're going to tell you where it's happening next. If that's not a tease, I don't know what is. Fox Eyes Like It or Not coming right back.
Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. Let's talk about sex.
All right, welcome back. It is time for Who's Having the Best Day Ever, and it is Celine Dion. She did James Corden in carpool karaoke last night. He traveled to Las Vegas, where she has a residency, and take a look. So in her interview with James, Celine also revealed she probably owns about 10,000 pairs of shoes. She's now in Vegas, and then she goes on tour all over. By the way, she'll be at Capital One Arena in March of 2020. Celine Dion having the best day ever. Nick, like it or not?
I'm going to have to say I like this. You know, I'm a Celine fan. So I'm actually down with Celine. So
the contrarian.
Not a fan?
To the point where that's like the show I'd like to take my mom. Like that's something I think is cleaner. I don't want my mom seeing girls twerk. Celine ain't gonna twerk.
No.
I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, in this day and age, Celine may twerk. She's a different woman, okay?
But I think my mom would like to see like a Vegas show. Yeah.
Oh my God, she is amazing. I watched this today and I was tearing up watching that. It was amazing.
You had tears? Oh my God. Everybody needs to get on YouTube. Forget like it or not. If this woman shed a tear.
Celine is like, to me, she's one of like my idols. So I want to go see her. I mean, there's tons of Celine fans in this building who have seen her in Vegas like 5 times. We won't call out names.
No, wait, I know who it is. Let me put it this way.
Is it you?
It's not me.
Okay.
No. And then we broke up. No, I have a friend who's seen Celine Dion so many times in person in Vegas. and I am subjected to her music when I'm in this person's
Okay,
presence.
am I the only person that did not like this? First of all, she showed up.
What?
She looks like a complete nutsack. She's like the female Liberace. She's the female Liberace.
But that's who she is now.
It's 110 degrees in Las Vegas. She gets into James Corden's car. She's got bows and wraps. It's like, sister, you're not a mummy. And then she gives away nothing. My favorite was Paul McCartney. Paul
McCartney's was
they
great.
go back to his house. He talks about the song. He
Yeah.
talks about his mother. With her, you find out nothing. It's 10,000.
But she's got no juice. I mean, this is a woman who was married to a man who was in his 90s his entire life. Like, she's got.
I want to know. Now what I want to know.
Now it's getting personal. Now it's getting
She's
personal.
got her music.
She met her husband when she was 13 years old, and then they got married. This is true. They
Right.
got married later. Okay, I want to know. When you were 13, did you have the hots for him? I want to know that. I
Oh,
don't care about your shoes.
She's not
I said if there was one person I was going to use the
said
gavel
yes.
on the show, it was going to be Sarah Fraser. But we're just
Yeah.
gonna move on. Ooh, let's
Ooh,
move on
whoa.
from
More
the
where
best
that
day
comes.
to what a day. It's probably what the heads of Calvin Klein are saying after getting specific backlash from the LGBTQ community. The controversy over this ad showing supermodel Bella Hadid and a female robot kissing. The robot's a work of digital art. It's actually pretty big on Instagram. Critics say actual LGBTQ models should have been used for the campaign. Calvin Klein has since apologized, saying, quote, "We understand and acknowledge how featuring someone who identifies as heterosexual in a same-sex kiss could be perceived as queer baiting. It was certainly not our intention to misrepresent the LGBTQ plus community." Klein apologies, Sarah, like it or not.
Why do you have to go first for this one for me? I'm kind of on the fence about this one because, look, don't you guys all know the woman who married the Statue of Liberty? People can love robots too. So I did not take offense to this. I understand what people are saying. I think you could have used two lesbian models. I think that's always a great way to highlight people in the LGBTQ community. So I am an advocate of that. But honestly, I didn't mind this. I thought it was fine.
on.
I think, in 10 or 15 years, people are going to marry their robots. So I just think we're in the future, right? I mean, come on. Robots need love too.
I think it's a stretch. The outrage, I think, is. I hear the complaints, but I
Me
do
too.
think it's a stretch. I think that, look, Bella Hadid is probably already on their payroll, and they're like, listen, can you do this campaign for us? Okay, so she kissed an influencer. It turned into this whole thing. Again, I'm always a skeptic here. Sometimes I think that they do these campaigns on purpose
I know.
to create the outrage, because seriously, what else do we have to see other than all these guys that are doing the Calvin Klein boxer commercials are half naked, dripping in baby oil, so.
She's
Right.
sucking face with a robot. I don't see where the outrage is.
I know.
I don't know. I could
Well,
be
I mean,
wrong.
some people are pissed off apparently, so
Yeah.
there you go. That's where it is.
I think it's one of those things where you're right. They're outraged sometimes for outrage's sake, but then Calvin Klein as a company has done a lot for the community. So regardless, we move on now to Viagra. Yes, Viagra. Reportedly, a French mayor trying to get young couples to move to a small village and start families, offering them free Viagra if they do. He's the mayor of Montereau, which is made up of only 650 people south of Paris. And the mayor said he would offer Viagra to strangers in the hopes they move to his town and spark a baby boom that would in turn save the schools. Now, the Viagra offer is apparently open to those living there as well, and they may even throw in some money to help raise those kids along the way. Pop a Viagra to save the schools, Marina, like it or not.
I mean, if you. How do I answer this? If you're in need of Viagra, are you of age to be a dad? I mean, I don't know. This is one of those, I don't know how to answer that. I don't.
Well, the good news is if the Viagra doesn't work, they have a robot for you.
Oh, all right.
Look, whatever he needs to do to get this campaign out there, bring in the young couples in. He wants a younger demographic in his town. If it's going to be Viagra, then so be it. Again, another one that's peddling these outrageous things to get headlines
attention and
yeah.
headlines. I agree. I don't know that if it's young couples you want, why don't you create some type of incentive like they were doing in Italy with the dollar homes or whatever there?
Yeah.
If you
That
move their
sounds
tax, free tax abatements and such. I don't know that this is necessarily something that's really true to go.
I mean, I don't have a problem. I have no issue doing it. I got an issue taking care of them. I mean, give me a free nanny. We all can get down. It's just when they're here, these little rugrats run all around.
Then no one wants to get down.
Free nannies for all, and then
Then you got us, exactly.
I mean, come on, the free Viagra. We don't need any help in that department. I mean, come on.
Why are you looking at me when you're saying that? It's my
I mean,
birthday.
right?
Lay off me, Sarah.
As you get older, Jim.
This one to me is like, give us the free nannies.
Yeah.
Give us the discount on the nanny service. I think it's hard to.
Tax break.
Clickbait.
Yes.
Yeah, we've talked about like Vermont giving people thousands of dollars to come raise their families there, but you know this is a little gimmick. It's going to get people talking, and there you go. That's what it's about sometimes.
Yep.
So
Exactly.
if you want free Viagra, go to Montero, which I'm totally over. I'm like Pepe Le Pew when it comes to French pronunciations.
I can see that.
So yeah,
Harry?
Perry, Celine Dion. All right, if you're a Hooters fan, I may have some tragic news. More on that next. Fox like it or not.
Oh, Nick, really?
You know what I want or what I need, baby.
Let me hear you say, please. Let me hear you say.
We're back on Fox Times Like It or Not with toilet paper because that's how we roll.
Ba-dum-chum.
The pun.
A woman sparking an online debate after claiming her household, which is made up of herself and two men, I assume like one is a son, but regardless, they go through almost 9 rolls of toilet paper in a week. She asked if that was excessive. Many people said yes, although some defended her, saying it depends on the maker of the toilet paper. 9 rolls in a week. Sarah, like it or not?
9 rolls, sister? Wait, in this article I didn't read. Are they using toilet paper for other things like blowing their nose or anything?
We
You know what I'm
can
saying?
only
Right, 'cause I do.
assume.
Sometimes I use it for
Yeah.
like makeup remover.
Yeah.
It just depends on the night,
Yeah.
how many drinks I've had, you know? So like, I mean,
That
if
sits
you're
so close to your toilet.
well, you know, Marina, I live in a tiny place. It's DC. You know, you can throw
Don't
a rock
judge.
into the toilet from the bed. Okay?
Thank you. Yeah.
Look, I think this is really crazy, but it depends if they're doing other things with it.
Right.
Otherwise, I mean, they're plumbing. Lord, invest in a bidet for God's sake. I mean, wash yourselves, kids. Like that is a lot.
That and she mentioned something about the brand. I honestly did not know there was a difference in toilet paper
What?
until.
Oh, come on.
Seriously, it's usually the opposite
Nick.
sex that recognize like this is too rough. I'm like, doesn't it all feel like sandpaper? No,
We've gotta get him
so
started.
What
I
are
do
you
know that
using?
the Costco brand.
Well, that's the problem.
Excuse me,
your
do
butt
not
out.
malign Kirkland.
right?
I've never tried it, so I can't say, but
I will say, I went and bought toilet paper a week ago, and I got the jumbo the might as well just go with the big stuff. The the obnoxiousness of this toilet roll company where they sell toilet paper that's purposely too big for any roll that you actually have to call the company or go on their website to get a larger roll extender. I'm like,
Wow.
what? Right.
You did that?
That's crazy.
Well, I did. I had no choice.
I didn't even know that was an
I got 14 rolls of toilet paper now and nothing to put them on.
Am I the only person that looks at like how expensive TP is and then compares and looks at the square meters of how much the roll goes?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Oh.
that
Yeah.
is
Extreme.
that's
Yeah.
another level.
Just a little bit.
It is.
Yeah, well,
You gotta save your pennies, Sarah. We aren't making that cash like you are.
podcast business is good.
Sandpaper, toilet paper from Costco is the way to go.
What? I can't even imagine that on your butt. Oh, God.